still talking about the e-commerce space in Nigeria. I've read, like I said, a lot of articles, and the advantages I see are mostly one that tops the list. I'd say is the delivery system. Especially with addresses. Besides places maybe like Lagos and Abuja to an extent, and a few places in Port Harcourt maybe, the address system in Nigeria is still not mature enough. How do you guys work around that? Because, I mean, you give an address, or the second transformer, it's on left, things like that. How does that work for you guys?
No, you're right. So I was looking at somebody's address the other day, and just exactly, so if it's a church, then the transformer, and then the color of the building, and
the black gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a problem. For us in particular, we give multiple options. One option is we try and encourage people in these kinds of scenarios to use our pickup centers. So a pickup center is basically a location, hopefully very close to you, where the address can be verified. You can go at your convenience, pick up your item,
okay.
and yeah, there you have it.
As against it being delivered to you?
Yes, so we have two options. One, it can be delivered. The other is the other problem about delivery is you may not be there when the guy comes to,
exactly.
And you have to call, and that, to be honest, is one of the problems with our delivery system is you're not always at the location when the delivery man comes, and you start getting frustrated when you're trying to schedule the delivery so you're there to pick up the item.
Oh, okay. Like I asked earlier about how exciting the space is and whether it's all just buzz. Besides Lagos, let's take Lagos out of the equation now. How is business in Nigeria for e-commerce?
Look, you'll be surprised. With us, the three major hubs are very big, and we see growing presence across the country. So yes, Lagos is big, but you should not discount the other major cities in Nigeria. Beyond that, there's an opportunity for the secondary and tertiary locations, because they don't necessarily have the offering, but they want the items. It's not just you and I in Lagos that want the nice clothes from Zara Next or wherever. Somebody in, frankly speaking, I grew up in Ilorin, for example. Many people will say that's not the, a city of choice or, a top, but that's my home city. That's where I grew up. And if I want something, I don't want someone to say, well, you're not in Lagos.
We can't get it to you.
Yes, exactly.
So do you have centers in all of these places, or how does that work?
We currently have, with partners, over 30 locations across the country. But then again, if you want to deliver door to door, we can deliver anywhere in the country.
Yeah. I know I mentioned addresses initially, but what's your biggest challenge in the Nigerian market?
So for us, education. So we're relatively new on the scene. And then the technology aspect for us. So we are actually an app. So it's not as if you go to mallforafrica.com and see all these items and start shopping. It's more you go onto mallforafrica.com, download our app, and then you see all the stores you want to shop from. So that's our number one our challenge, educating the customers so that they understand that we are an app. The other one, like you highlighted earlier, is payments. So getting people to trust to put their information online. One thing we have done is, because we realized this was a problem, we created an alternative. So we have this thing called a web card. So if you don't want to put your information online, fine. Go to any major bank, put your money there, if you have to do it in cash, if you're so concerned. And then that money is now on your web card, and you're free to shop in any of these stores with...
And it just deducts it from there?
Yeah, it just deducts it.
Is this exclusive to Mall for Africa? Is it a...
Well, it's exclusive to Mall for Africa right now,
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Great stuff. Sounds very interesting. How much more do you think e-commerce in Nigeria can grow, though?
I am very bullish, obviously, because I run an e-commerce company. E-commerce it's the next step for commerce, period. Let's think about it. How many malls do you think there are in Nigeria? Like world-class malls?
Probably 6 or 5.
Okay. They're actually about 20.
Okay.
What's the population of Nigeria? Let's say one. So you have about one mall to every 10 million people. Building a mall is extremely expensive. We have to solve the utility problems, generators, security, transportation of goods to those locations. But with e-commerce, you can be almost anywhere in Nigeria and offer anything you want. So we're at and what I see is going to happen is Nigeria and much of the continent, to be frank, is going to leapfrog. Once we hit that pivot point I was talking about, we're going to leapfrog so that you don't have to have infrastructure, yeah. Build massive buildings, you know, put all the power, put all the utilities, put all your inventory in this one place and expect people to come.
Yeah.
We're moving where, hopefully, people realize, okay, I know this product, I know my size, I know what I like. I'll buy it on the internet and I'll wait a couple days or a couple weeks and have the item delivered to me.
Do you think the internet is expensive in Nigeria?
Okay, that's a good question, and yes, but it's coming down. You know, let's understand the evolution we're in. So if you go to how we got internet about 10 years ago, where everybody had to have VSAT, now people are talking about, I'll go to a cyber cafe. Yeah. I mean, I remember the time when people would almost want you to help them
log into their
email. Yes, exactly. People were even paying for.
Yeah.
So we have to recognize we have come a long way, but there's still a long way to go. And I do think that many of the mobile operators realize that data is here to stay, and data is actually growing. Voice, nobody's really excited about voice, but data, I mean, people can download movies, can watch our show, this show online, you know, even at their convenience. So the convenience of all of these things, yes, it relates on data, but as the mass move towards data, data will get cheaper. It's the economics of it.
Yeah.
So it is quite expensive, but it will come down.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I just wanted to be sure I wasn't the one who thought it was expensive. But the final note now, more for Africa, looking forward, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 5 years.
Well, we really hope that soon people will trust online e-commerce. I'll tell you a story, right? So the reason why this even happened in the first place is I got frustrated that I'd log on to some of my favorite US and UK stores, and I was discriminated against simply because of my location. This is wrong.
Yes.
Now, fortunately, my brother is an IT guy, so he's actually the other co-CEO of More for Africa. He said, okay, I'll develop this app. Stop calling me, you know, which is what many of us do.
Yeah.
Use this app, and let's see if it works. And it worked. So what I hope is that 3-5 years from now, anyone, anywhere in Nigeria can shop from anywhere in the world, even in Nigeria, and have their items delivered to them with a trusted partner like More for Africa.
I think that's a great way to end it. Thank you very much, Dr. It's always a pleasure talking to you. I'm looking forward to maybe having you here back next time.
All right.
When your conglomerate has become more for the world, maybe.
Excellent.
We'll see you then. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with another special guest. Please stay with us.